Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the Slow Burn Pro Wrestling Podcast, where all professional wrestling storylines live. As always, I am your host, Matt Brannon, bringing you all professional wrestling's news, notes, stories, innuendos, and whatever else you can think of. We are here for professional wrestling. Guys, we're coming to you a little late tonight on this Sunday show for our weekend review. Like I said, I told you guys a little yesterday. During this week and, well, really this coming week, it gets crazy around here where I'm at. You guys that are locals that listen to the show, you know exactly what I'm talking about in the CSRA. Uh, you folks that listen from out of town, they don't know what Golf Week is all about unless you've been here. Well, needless to say, the wrestling guy likes to participate in his golf week too. It's one of the things that I love so much about being in this area in near Augusta, Georgia, and get to experience the Masters. And I'm lucky that I get to go every year. And gonna go out on course tomorrow. So we're gonna make this show a quick show today. All right, but we do have some very important things to go over. That's why I decided rather than just give you a post on the Facebook machine, I wanted to come out here, give you guys some stuff on Dynasty, and also it would be a shame if I didn't get to go through my weekend review. All right, because the Slow Burn weekend review, I know all of you guys chomp at the bit all week long, just clamoring, waiting to find out what's going to be match of the week. I know you guys do that, all 8 of you. I know. So far be it from me to be able to keep those great weekend review professional wrestling from the Slow Burn News. I can't keep that from you. We're going to bring it to you. We're going to bring it to you today. All right. But like I said, guys, we have had a great week. Matter of fact, things have been so crazy. I'm not even going to go over Collision from last night. It was. It was. Let's just say it probably isn't going to rank up for weekend review this week. All right. It was kind of heavy on one person this week, actually, and we'll get to that here in a minute. But I told you guys I wanted to go through a few things with Dynasty, AEW Dynasty tonight, 8 o'clock. If you haven't got it yet, you need to make sure we get it. It is right, very much available on Amazon. Okay, Amazon Prime, you can get it. Triller TV, you can get it. I'm sure if you got on AEW somehow online, you could get it through there as well. But I'll be getting mine through Triller TV because I can pause it, I can walk away from it, I can do whatever I need to do. But we will be watching Dynamite, or not Dynamite, but Dynasty very, very soon. And guys, like a normal AEW pay-per-view, we are loaded. Let's see, how many matches do we got? I'm going to count the 0-hour matches, okay? So counting the 0-hour matches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 full matches is what we're going to have here from 0 hour, which I know that's not the 8 o'clock show. That's starting probably at 7, I would assume. It may start at 6:30. I don't know. We're going to check it out here in a little bit. But we got to go over the 0 hour. We got to go over all the main card. And I'm telling you, I think that tonight could be very interesting. I'm not going to compare this to the last pay-per-view because Revolution was so damn good. But I do want to say that I think that I keep doing fucking Dynamite rather than Dynasty. It's Dynasty. I promise that's the name of it. I do know what the fuck I'm talking about. So Dynasty tonight, I think, has the potential to be a freaking show stealer. I think it's going to be a good night. I think there could be a lot of very interesting things happen tonight. All right. We got a lot of changes in the Revolution pay-per-view. Kenny Omega got the belt. We saw some changes in other places as well. I think tonight we may see even more changes. All right, let's just get through it, get to it. Like I said, I can do a WWE PLE prediction show and get that done in about 5 or 10 minutes because we're dealing with 4 matches. We're dealing with 10 matches here, so bear with me as we get through these. Some of these I'm going to go a little faster than others. Some of these I might not spend hardly much time at all, but we know we have some major stuff to talk about here. So I'm going to start at the bottom of the card, guys. There actually are going to be two 0-hour matches. All right. The first one, trios match, little 6-man tag. All right. We got AR Fox. You guys know I like it when AR Fox is in the house. Okay, they just don't have anything for him. But anytime he's in the ring, it's fun. AR Fox representing that ATL Georgia. But we got AR Fox and Top Flight. They're going to be taking on, oh my God, the Crew. That's Action Andretti and that other fella, the guy with the spiky jackets. All right. So we're going to have the Crew and Nick Wayne. They asked Nick Wayne for some help here. So we kind of saw how that all played out the other night on Dynamite. Kind of silly. But it's a filler match. We'll get some action. You'll see some good high flying stuff, and we will see. But nothing's going to come over this. All right. This top flight Crew thing. I like to have a lower card storyline. That's fine. Keep it going. And it'll be a fun match. And then we'll just go from there. And I'm okay with that. That's not a negative. That's not a positive. It's just, it is what it is. All right. Our second match on 0 Hour, we don't know exactly who it is, but yes, we are having another Max Caster Open Challenge. I truly thought that we were almost done with this. I really did. I thought that this was over. I thought that, like, okay, we're cruising right along. No more of the open challenges. Let's maybe see what's going. Maybe bring Bowens back, get the Max Caster Bowens match feud going, and then let's just go. But regardless, no more open challenge. Then what do I read when I'm going through this card? We're doing on 0 Hour a Max Caster Open Challenge. So now, not only do we have to see these on Dynamite, not only do we have to see these on Collision, now we got to see them on a damn pay-per-view. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to protest this one. All right. Now, this is where Bowens will show up tonight and the story will start probably. But yeah, I'm going to set this one out. No, I'll probably watch it. But, so there we go. Max Caster Open Challenge. There's your 0 Hour. It kind of makes you wonder, can you just not do like an interview show or like a pop show, like you're trying to really drive some stuff home, uh, pump up the storyline. Do it like you do after Collision on a Saturday night when we're getting ready for a pay-per-view. That little post show lasts 30 minutes. That's a good 0 Hour. I don't need to see Max Caster Open Challenge. I just don't. I don't know. Maybe I'm being harsh. I don't know. I don't. It's not working for me. It hasn't been. It just is not working for me. Watching Max Caster get his ass kicked in 30 seconds does not work for me. All right. So that is our 0 Hour, our pre-show. Okay. Not even sure who all's hosting the pre-show. I'm sure Renee will be on there. Probably RJ City. But we'll see who else. I wish they would let Nigel McGuinness do the pre-show. I think Nigel McGuinness would be fantastic on the pre-show. And maybe he will. Maybe he will. We shall see. All right. Now, for the main card, Dynasty, okay? We are dealing with what could be one of the hottest pay-per-views of the year, okay? We're going to get two matches out of the Owen Hart tournament here for this, okay? One male match, one female match. With the females, we are going to see Julia Hart take on the TBS champion, Mercedes Moné. I truly believe that this is Mercedes' tournament to lose, especially since I saw that she's going to take on Athena in the semifinals. Which I voiced my opinion on that. I am not going to get anything else. Got a message about that telling me I was too fired up. So maybe I am. I don't know. But regardless, I am going. Now, this is where I should have predicted the 0 Hour shows too. You know what? I will. I'm going AR Fox and Top Flight over the Crew and Nick Wayne, and I'm going Max Caster losing in 13 seconds. All right, so Mercedes Moné over Julia Hart. All right, that's going to be the first round of the Owen Hart Invitational Tournament. Remember, the winner of this tournament ends up getting a main event at All In Texas in July. So a huge, huge start to this tournament is loaded too. I talked about that the other day. And I'm very excited to see everywhere that we go with this tournament as far as the winners. It's a lot of possibilities, a lot of different possibilities there. So we have that. We're going to have one match in the men's Owen Hart Invitational Tournament as well, as Mark Briscoe is going to take on Kyle Fletcher. I'm going Fletcher with the win here, although you guys know Chicken and his redneck kung fu will always be a huge part in my heart. All right. So, and you know what? In all honesty, the work that Mark Briscoe does and the things that he has put forth for AEW in the last 2 years, man, oh man, wouldn't it be nice to maybe see him get a little bit of a run? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen here, but it makes sense for it to happen. Like, give him something out of this. These are single elimination tournaments, so we shall see. But unfortunately, I don't think this is the one. We're going with the golden child, Kyle Fletcher over Briscoe, okay? What else do we have here? We got Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole, okay? For the TNT Championship, I'm going Adam Cole. to upset Daniel Garcia and take the strap off of him that this run is over. It's been a little vanilla. It's had a lot of ups and downs. The best part of it has been the Adam Cole stuff for me, but I think Adam Cole takes the win here, and I think he takes the belt back, and we see gold on the waist of Adam Cole in AEW once again, all right? We also have Chris Jericho versus Bandito. This one's going to be fun, guys. This is a championship versus mask match. Yes, you heard it here. It's not 1987, and you're not watching World Class Championship Wrestling. This is a championship versus mask match. The only thing that might be better would be Loser Leaves Town, and you all know it. All right. But championship versus mask match. If Jericho loses, Bandito becomes the Ring of Honor World Champion. If Bandito wins, or if Jericho wins, rather, Bandito has to give up his mask. He will be demasked. Now, remember, I have been very vocal about masks in the recent weeks and how I don't like the fact that we take them off and blah, blah. This is the moment where we take it off, and this is why it kind of circles back that it was okay that Jericho took off Gravity's mask a couple weeks ago, okay, at Revolution. So, I am saying here, I'm saying Jericho over. I know it's crazy. I can't believe that it's kind of crazy to think that Bandito would lose his mask, but I just keep thinking that Ring of Honor is going into this TV deal, and that's why Jericho's the champion. They want a face on that, but I don't know. I think Jericho over. I think maybe we get a new side of Bandito tonight. I don't know. Maybe we see the Luchador's face for the first time. We shall see. All right. We have a trios championship match. Lots of belts on the line, folks. Lots of belts. All right. So our trios championship match, the champs, the Death Riders, Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, and Pac in his street clothes will be taking on Rated FTR with Cope, aka Edge, with Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler of FTR. Guys, I think here that we're going to see the Death Riders retain, even though I hope they lose. I don't want any belts on the Death Riders after this night. However, I don't think it's going to happen. I think the Death Riders prevail here, and I think we see the split start between Rated FTR. How does that split happen? I don't know. Is it Dax and Cash? Is it Dax and Cash splitting with Cope? Is it Cope and Cash splitting with? There's so many different ways that we could go with this, but I think we're going to see a split. So Death Riders prevail here. They retain, keep their belts, and we see maybe a little, maybe the splinters start showing in Rated FTR, and I think it's time for that because damn it, I want if the FTR are going to keep working, they need to work as a damn tag team. They're not a trio. Okay, we've done this before. We've been down this road before, and I want them as the tag team champions. So we shall see. Plus, I mean, they're the challengers to these guys. They can take out Lashley and Benjamin, I think. So going on from that, we have a huge international championship three-way. All right, triple threat match for the international title. Champion Kenny Omega versus Ricochet versus Speedball Mike Bailey. All right. And you guys know how I feel. I am going Kenny Omega over here, but I have a feeling this is going to be the match of the night. If I am AEW, and I'm not, but if I'm AEW, this is my opening match. All right. The Omega, Ricochet, Speedball Mike Bailey match. To me, it has to be opening match because you don't want to sandwich something in front and after this. Whoever's after it's going to have a hard enough time. But you can't main event this match. So it has to go on first. There's so many other directions. There's so many other ways this card can stack up. But the one thing that I will say is this match has to go on first. It just, in my brain, that's the way you get this card rolling. So it's going to happen. I think it's going to be exciting. I think if you don't know much about Speedball Mike Bailey, get ready for it because you are going to be so damn happy. Again, I've been so clear about my love for Speedball Mike Bailey, one of the kindest humans I've ever been around as far as a celebrity. I don't care if you don't think he's a celebrity. He's a celebrity in the Brandon house, okay? But I thought that I think that Speedball's going to put on a show. I think that tonight that he puts his name on the map. But I think Kenny Omega goes over. I do. And hopefully and I can't believe I'm going to say this. Hopefully, Trevor has another good showing. Hopefully, Ricochet has another good night. His chicken shit heel work has been fantastic, and I think that he could truly build some more off of this. So we shall see. So in the old way, we're going Omega to retain. Okay, now I don't know how these final two matches are going to go. I don't know what's going to be the main event and what's going to be the one prior. I'm sure it's going to be a double main event. But I'm going to start with what would be my main event personally, but no, actually it wouldn't. Not on this one. Tony doesn't get the main event on this one, but we got Tony Storm versus Megan Bayne. Okay. Tony's over. Tony's over here. I think that she'll be challenged. I think that it'll be a very rough situation. I think that she's going to be pushed to her limits, but I do believe she's going to prevail. Then I think, excuse me, waking up early to play golf, man, it takes it out of you. It's hard. It's hard work out there, I tell you. But no, I think Tony goes over, and I think then we get another build, and the whole idea is going to be Megan Bayne as the destroyer. All right, she's doing anything now possible to get back to that title that she didn't win the first time, and that's the story that really works. I just don't see how you can have Megan Bayne beat her. Um, she hasn't had many defenses yet. She's only one pay-per-view removed from winning the belt back. And Megan Bayne's a young pup. Like, it doesn't work for me. This works for me at All In. So, Megan Bayne loses. She goes on this ultimate win streak afterwards. We Goldberg the fuck out of her, right? And then she gets Goldberg to the no end. She doesn't lose anymore. Comes into All In, and then Tony kicks her ass again. Bam. See, that's what fantasy booking at its best, folks. That's what we do here at the Slow Burn. Okay. Then we have our main event, guys. World Championship on the line. We're gonna see that belt tonight. Tonight's the night. It's out of the briefcase. Swerve over Mox. Okay. Yeah, there's no reason that it doesn't happen here. Honestly, for anything else, and I know that we've been a little weird about the Moxley thing. I've been very vocal that I don't like it. A lot of people have been vocal that they don't like it in the wrestling world. Tonight's the night that it shifts. And I don't say it just because I don't like the storyline with the Death Riders. I'm saying it because if you don't have Swerve win this belt, I don't know how you book him strong after this. I think he has to really go on a long build, maybe even some time off. That's why I think he has to win this. And why wouldn't you have him win this? It only makes sense as far as moving forward. It's been pretty obvious that the Death Riders haven't worked the way they should. Okay. You would think it's brutally fucking honest, but I just don't know. So I'm saying Swerve over Mox tonight. I'm saying that everybody and their brother could probably get involved with this. I think we may see some blood. I think we may see some violence, and I think it's going to be an outstanding match. Two true top end professional wrestlers, guys. Two very, very high level main eventers. And I think that this could end up being a superstar show. I really do. I think it's going to be an amazing show. Looking forward to it. If this show would have been last night, it'd be show of the week. I almost guarantee it, even though I haven't even seen the damn thing yet. So there we go. And tune in. Like I said, 8 o'clock tonight, 0 hour. Not sure what time it starts. Probably 7. We got 0 hour coming on Triller TV. That's where I'll be watching it. Also on Amazon Prime. But it is AEW Dynasty, huge pay-per-view as we get ready to roll into the summer. As this is where they gear up. This is where we get into all-in season. How we talk WrestleMania season at Royal Rumble. This is where we get into all-in season for AEW. So super, super excited for that. Now, guys, again, we've been hit and miss this week. It's been a busy week. I've kind of changed some shows. We'll probably be doing that again next week as I'm getting ready to roll out of town for a few days. So we'll be kind of I'll keep you up to date, but the shows won't be as big. And as often probably next week, but we'll talk about that. I am going to do a Tuesday show this week, 100%. We'll be doing our Tuesday show. I'll recap all of what we did for tonight's Dynasty. Won't be going over Collision this week. We're going to skip on that one because we got too much other stuff to talk to. So we're going to do Dynasty on Tuesday, and we'll also be completely recapping Monday Night Raw. All right, the Raw Go Home show prior to WrestleMania. So huge week coming up ahead of us. Cannot wait to bring as much to you as I possibly can. But before we get into next week, we need to review this week, all right? And our weekend review awards for the Slow Burn, okay? We'll roll pretty quick here, guys. I want to start with show of the week this week. I try to chop that up a little bit. Show of the week this week was Monday Night Raw. All right, it wasn't great. It wasn't stupendous. It was our only B plus of the week. So we're going with Monday Night Raw. Runner up was Dynasty. I'm sorry. Runner up was Dynamite. Earlier I couldn't say fucking Dynasty. Now I can't say Dynamite. You know, it's a wonderful thing having this 6-inch gap between my ears right here. Let me tell you. All right, so yeah, show of the week was Raw. Runner up was Dynamite. It's almost the way you had to do it with the stuff that happened on Raw and the stuff as we get ready for Mania. It made total sense. All right. Our promo of the week. This is pretty good. All right. I went with my promo of the week was CM Punk on Monday Night Raw. And then the runner up was CM Punk on Friday Night SmackDown. All right. Punk killed it this week, man, on the microphone. And then he finished up his week by killing Roman Reigns. And you got to love that shit. All right. So that's what we had for our promo. So our show of the week, there's promo of the week, our moment of the week. This one was tough for me. I wanted to actually mention 3 moments of the week. Now, the first one is Ray Phoenix. Obviously, welcome to the WWE. Ray Phoenix now making his debut against Nathan Frazier on SmackDown Friday night, and welcome. Your brother's here. He was a huge moment of the week. That's why I felt like I had to mention this one as well. So Ray Phoenix is our second runner up. Our first runner up was our promo battle we had between Cody and John Cena. Now you would think, honestly, that this here would have probably been our moment of the week because they finally touched. Right. And I told you this was going to happen. We were going to get them. They were going to touch. There was almost no way they could avoid it. I was almost disappointed that they did after it happened, but God, what a moment. So that was our runner up. And I know you're thinking, how in the hell was that runner up? That was Cody and Cena finally touching. Well, it was damn runner up because of what happened on Friday Night SmackDown in that promo between Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton. Wow. Um, WWE has taken it off of their stream. I mean, the promo was still there, but some of the stuff that was said at the end, Tiffy basically calling Charlotte out on her 3 divorces, telling her she's going to be alone. Then Charlotte very, very vocally saying that Ludwig Kaiser needs to get out of her DMs. Ludwig Kaiser is Tiffany Stratton's boyfriend. Yeah, that was, as I said the other day, yesterday, it's a little bit cringe, little cringy for our SmackDown promo. So I don't give a damn. We're like them TMZ here. We're freaking National Enquirer. If it's smutty, we're gonna roll with it. So yeah, that was it for that. My moment of the week was the Charlotte Tiffy freaking barbs that they traded back and forth on SmackDown Friday night. All right, that brings us to our match of the week. Okay, match of the we had some decent matches this week. We really did, but there wasn't like some super, if I was a guy from the dirt sheets and I would like have a 47-star match, like there wasn't a ton of those this week. So my runner up for match of the week, I got Jacob Fatu over Braun Strowman in the last man standing match on SmackDown. It was good. It had a little bit of everything. Jacob Fatu looked so damn powerful. So yeah, runner up was that. Guys, I went with my match of the week. I went Brody King over Lance Archer. I really did. 2 big meaty men slapping meat. And they got after it. That was a hard freaking hitting match. Brody got over, and Brody needed to get over. So like the way the match ended and the way it flows in for him to help his role moving forward was so huge. It was just good. So I went with Brody King over Lance Archer for our match of the week. So let's go over our winners one more time. All right. Our moment of the week was Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte Flair's cringy promo. Our show of the week this week was Monday Night Raw. Our promo of the week was CM Punk on Monday Night Raw. And our match of the week was Brody King over Lance Archer on AEW Dynamite. Drew blank right there on AEW Dynamite. So great week. We got another huge week coming up, guys. And I'm going to bring to you as much as I possibly can. Hey, before we go, guys, don't forget huge week this week coming up also for local professional wrestling around here, guys. The Masters tournament's going on. I understand that there's a lot of golf going on, but there's also a lot of wrestling going on. All right. Check out the Phoenix Wrestling Experience's Facebook page. They got multiple events coming up this week. A huge one on Thursday night at Savannah River Brewing Company. Okay. So try to get down there. Also doing another luchador thing, I believe, on Wednesday at the Taqueria. So, or Taco Del Rey, maybe. I don't know. Look up their Facebook page and we'll get that. But I know Thursday night, Phoenix Wrestling Experience at Savannah River Brewing Company. Okay. Also, got a show at Warren Baptist Community Center or Warren Community Center, VPW, showing up. Viral Pro Wrestling. They got their show rocking. That's Saturday, April 12th. And then also Saturday, April 12th, we got my main man, Next Level Championship Wrestling, Josh Fields, running episode 3. Ladies and gents, it's Next Level Championship Wrestling live from the American Legion Hall on Millage Road in Augusta. That's Saturday night, April 12th as well. So, guys, lots and lots of wrestling, lots and lots of opportunities to see some live wrestling, see some wrestling on television. And you know what? Why don't you do yourself a favor, watch a little golf, okay? Watch yourself a little. How awesome is it that two of my favorite things in the world, it's pretty crazy, professional wrestling and golf. Like, talk about two damn polar opposite freaking worlds. And I just love, love, love it all. So, anyway, we're going to do some golf. We're going to do some wrestling. We're going to have a hell of a week. And I'm going to be here to bring it all to you guys. Thank you for joining us on the Slow Burn Pro Wrestling Podcast. As always, I am your host, Matt Brandon, bringing you all of this pro wrestling shit. And I love it every bit. And I love you all for listening. Guys, help me out if you can. Share my stuff. Like my stuff. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Do what you can, guys. We want this thing to take off. We're getting there, and we want to get a little bit further. So thanks for joining us here on the Slow Burn Pro Wrestling Podcast, where all professional wrestling storylines live. And folks, in this world, we are wrestling everything. Stay on top.